Good day, everyone. I'm Princess Macy Nuevo, and I am the third reporter for Group 9. So, the previous reporters had already mentioned the definition of hydrology, as well as hydrological cycle, its importance, and its impact to human life. And also, my fellow reporters have done discussing the role of hydrology in water resources planning and management in the Philippines and Germany setting. So, for today's discussion, I'm going to tackle the role of hydrology in water resources planning and management in Japan. So, let's get started. The importance of hydrology is increasing because of the global growth of water needs and also the rise of water scarcity, which together may cause greater risk and unreliability in water resources management. So the basic test of hydrology, which is very fundamental for water resource management, is the accurate definition and control of the water balance for different space in time increments. So we all know that hydrology refers to the study of water, its property, and hydrological cycle refers to the circulation of water such as evaporation, percolation, condensation, and etc. And it is very important for us to understand this kind of matters because we use water as our daily consumption. And these waters that comes from rivers, lakes, and groundwater, or these bodies of waters exist through those processes I have mentioned in the circulation of water in hydrological cycle, such as evaporation, condensation, uh, infiltration, and etc. And also, water has been used for domestic, industrial, and agricultural purposes. So, we all know that Japan is one of the urbanized and globalized country in the world. They have used different kinds of technologies and natural resources for making their life much better and easier. However, there are common problems accompanying urbanization that also relates to the water resource management. These problems includes decrease in river flow, increase in river runoff, decline in capacity of stable supply, deterioration of water quality, depletion of spring water, ground subsidence, and etc. However, by putting consideration or by considering hydrology, several we could have these several advantages even at the times of urbanization. So we could have securing of safe and tasty water, avoidance of urban flood damage, maintenance of river flow at ordinary times, alleviation of damage by water shortage, mitigation of the heat island phenomenon. And also, these advantages that is being mentioned could be made possible by the construction of facilities and by implementing several ways that needs the knowledge in hydrology. So in this section, I'm going to have a brief discussion about the amount of water in Japan. So in this section also, you'll be aware why hydrology should play a major role in Japan's water resources management and planning. So it says there that the annual precipitation in Japan for over the 30-year period from 1971 to 2000 is approximately 650 billion cubic meter. The loss through evaporation of it is approximately 230 billion cubic meter, and the remaining 420 billion cubic meter belongs to the maximum amount that is used by human or the human consumption. The water of Japan or Japan has also experienced water shortage but it occurs only once in about 10 years, amounting to 80 billion cubic meter. And also, it says there that the intake amount in 2004 is approximately 83.5 billion cubic meter, and the water that is not used, so it is usually runs off into the sea as river water or flood, it is being stored as groundwater, is amounting to 300 billion cubic meter or more. And also, in this one, you can see the amount of water used by purpose in the year 2004. So in the year 2004, the agricultural purposes has approximately 55.2 billion cubic meter. In industrial purposes or uses or industrial use, it has 12.1 billion cubic meter. And for the domestic use, approximately 16.2 cubic billion cubic meter. So for the use of river water and groundwater, it has approximately 83.5 billion cubic meter that is used. 73.1 billion cubic meter of it belongs to rivers, lakes, and marshes, while the remaining 10.4 billion cubic meter is for the groundwater. So as you can see, Japan has relatively high precipitation and has plenty of water resources in its territory compared to the global standard. However, river flows largely fluctuate throughout the year. On the other hand, the amount of water resource or the amount of water for domestic and industrial uses does not fluctuate as largely as the river flow, though it fluctuates seasonally and by days of the week. So in order to secure the to secure a stable water supply, so it is necessary to sustain stable intake of river water all the year round irrespective of fluctuations in the river flow. So for these reasons, water resources development facilities has been constructed like dams and weirs so that the required amount of water is made available in all seasons of the year in the country. So in this section, you can see the different facilities that is being constructed to have a stable water supply in Japan. So with the presence of hydrology, the construction of these facilities has been made possible. Facilities like dams and barrages, lakes and marsh, and water transfer canals has been made or has been developed for its various purposes like securing agricultural water supply or domestic and industrial water supply, maintenance of normal functions of water flow, hydroelectric power generation, and so on, and also to increase the amount of water for use. So, in conclusion, hydrology does not give only the definition itself, like the properties of water and how it is being distributed to the Earth's surface, but also hydrology plays a major role in water resource management, most especially in Japan, which is my topic. So, given the fact that Japan has a plenty of water resources, hydrology must be put into consideration in its water resource planning and management. So, that's it for my report. And it's my reference for my report. And thank you for listening. I hope um, you've uh, you've learned something from it. And God bless.